I've had two people that I was willing to consider, and I let them both have that, grace period where they can hang out at the shop, kind of prove to me that they wanted it. Neither of them lasted very long, and that's kind of that. So I've never had an apprentice. I'm not really looking for an apprentice, to be honest with you. It was only because I wanted to see if these two people deserved to be in the industry, because I definitely believe that while the industry is oversaturated, for sure, it is not oversaturated with good piercers and people that deserve to be doing this. So I'm not one of those people that just says, no apprentices ever. No. If you do that, then how is the industry going to thrive? So I had two people that I was willing to, see if they can prove it, and neither of them did, which I thought was pretty crazy, because as soon as I got an opportunity, I was there 7 days a week. In the future, I will eventually take on an apprentice, just because I feel like it's every reputable piercer's duty to bring on somebody at least to replace them when they retire. If no reputable piercers are going to teach anybody, then where are reputable piercers going to come from when we get old and arthritis sets in and we can't pierce anymore? It needs to be done, for sure. Basically, just become the best customer. Don't be overbearing and almost like annoying, but be a good customer. Come in, spend your money here. Be like almost like a cheerleader. It sounds funny, but come in. Be personable. Show that you're interested. Become a loyal client. Constantly bring your friends in to get pierced. Things like that. You build a good rapport with the piercer, and I don't want to say necessarily like beg or anything like that, but let it be known that if that piercer is ever looking, that you would be interested, so that if we are ever looking, we know who to think of. If you want to get a little bit of a head start, you can do things like take some courses at a local college, things like that, anatomy classes, stuff like that, which will help. You can do things like first aid and CPR training. You can do things like go to the Fakir Intensives, which is a piercing school that's not like most piercing schools. Basically, you can get a little bit of hands-on experience there, but it is in no way a replacement for an apprenticeship, and they beat that into people's heads. That it's not a school like that where you finish and then you're all of a sudden a piercer. But they will teach you a lot of things that will be good, to get your foot in the door, and a good base knowledge, things like that. So if you're thinking of like a school like that, do something like that, and then, like I said, some other classes and things like that can really help. Because if somebody was asking me for an apprenticeship and they weren't willing to do things like that, then how serious can they really be?